Hey everyone, Derek here with a quick news update on Sakurai as another one of his Famitsu columns has released, and this time he's all about the UI. Now this translation comes to us from PushDustin and Cephazon on Twitter, so let's go ahead and break it down. Now according to this article, Sakurai is particularly focused on toggles like on-off switches. On-off switches can be confusing. If off is displayed, is it off or does it mean it's on? If it's lit up, what state is it actually in? Some switches light up when it's off and vice versa. Next, Sakurai commented that adding too much content to a menu can make it convoluted. Creating a functional UI is very difficult, and with video games, there can be many on-off switches, so it's important to clearly identify which is on and which is off. In his opinion, these on-off switches should really be checkboxes. This makes it easier to understand. However, in Japan, O and X are more common than check marks, so they aren't often used. Checkboxes are more useful for things controlled by touchpads and mice than game controllers, so Sakurai hasn't used them in the past, though he thinks he may have to someday. UI also has everyday uses, so typically a simpler UI is preferred and even refreshing. But he does note that there are times where it can be too simple and it actually ends up being difficult to understand. If people can't understand, the purpose of the UI disappears. While it's not always possible, it's important to obtain objective feedback and not be too fussy about the style. He notes that he hasn't discussed the Smash Ultimate menu itself, but he has done it in the past. So yeah, it's mainly just about UI and his thoughts on how it's all done and checkboxes and on-off switches and all that. Just little things that again go into the development of games and how do you think it'll be communicated to the player? Will they understand it? Will they be too confused? Is it all laid out in a sensible way? That kind of thing. But what do you think about this? Let us know in the comments, and of course be sure to subscribe to Game Explained for more on Sakurai and other things gaming as well. Until next time, bye.